So, is television right for you? Of course it is, right? Throughout this lecture, you will learn what type of creative you are, looking at your own personal attributes, passions, and preferences. We will also look at the differences between working freelance within the television industry and working as a freelance filmmaker, the similarities and differences, and whether you can relate to one or the other, or even both. Inevitably, after completing this lecture, you should have a firm idea of whether working in television is for you. Also, if there are any questions throughout this course, please ask using the question and answer section. I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. Now, for our first activity, I'll give you 30 seconds to write down as many sentences as possible, describing your skills and passions. Some of you will find it easy, some may find it harder. However, this exercise is great because it gives you an idea of who you are and what you are looking for career-wise. For extra inspiration, think about your passions and skills, what you are doing, and what you are particularly good at. Think about what type of programs or films would you like to make? What work-related activities do you enjoy doing or are particularly good at? You can write them in your own notebook if you like, and if you like, you can even write it in your phone, somewhere safe that you can look back on them for reference. Ready? I will start the countdown from 30. Go! Stop! So, as you guessed, that was one of the theme songs from Countdown. So now you have a few sentences detailing your passions and skills. Well done. If you struggle to write down anything, try not to worry, because by the end of this course, you will have so much more to write for next time. You're probably thinking, why am I doing all this? Well, we will come back to this when we start writing your CV and covering letter later in the course. And this will also help with the next slide, where we will be looking at the differences between a filmmaker and a freelancer. I have created this table with freelancer in TV one side and filmmaker on the other. Usually you'd think, well, isn't it the same thing? Not really, and I will explain why. As a TV freelancer, you tend to work for independent production companies or major broadcasters on a short-term PAYE or Schedule D contract. This means that a production company or broadcaster may hire you for, let's say, 3 months as an example, on a production. Within these 3 months, you will be given a contract which gives you all your terms, including payment terms and rates. If you are earning below a certain amount, you will be paid pay as you earn, which means taxes will be paid for you. You do not need to register as self-employed until you earn enough to be Schedule D, which is exec level. Now, as a filmmaker, you are usually self-employed as a sole trader with the HMRC. You work independently for yourself and collaborate with other creatives. You must be a people person to network and create work opportunities for yourself. Filmmakers tend to create films out of passion or a hobby. Some are lucky enough to do it full time. Also, if a filmmaker is creating their own project, they would undertake a number of roles, whether it be editing or camera work, casting or production management, depending on the budget of the project. They are naturally creative and have a motivated instinct to work for themselves every day and create creative projects with other creatives. In television, once you have your foot in the door, you tend to learn as much as you can as a runner and then decide which path to take, usually editorial or production. It's not the usual thing to move around editorial roles or production roles and vice versa. You tend to build careers around a specific speciality and work your way up. As a filmmaker, your work would be found online and screened at festivals and in some cases cinemas worldwide. And as a TV freelancer, your work would be broadcasted online or on television across main terrestrial channels, UK based or worldwide. Now, in the previous slide, I asked, you to write down sentences on the type of person you are creatively. Does any of these fit in or lean towards a freelancing career or a filmmaking career? I hope this has been helpful. Now for the rest of the course, the next lecture being on entry-level roles. See you then!